play a game.
G'day viewers, we're going to get straight into driving it. I've got a video coming out that will show you the other features. I am still, that's right, I unplugged Rail Driver. I'm still getting over COVID, so I am going to do a relatively short preview stream tonight, which is why I'm going straight into driving it. I will release a video before I go to bed that does all the explainers and shows you the journeys, all those sorts of things. We are in the North London line, or the Mildmay, if you insist on calling it that. What do we need to do in here? Nothing, I don't think. There's only one thing you can do. Well, one thing is useful anyway, which is PIS. You can actually change it if you want to. Don't need to though, because it's got it right. Now, you may have seen me turn on the safety systems then. You need to get up and actually do these from over here. If you try and do it from the chair, you may recall that this is at least somewhat based on the 377. The general postulation among the ambassadors is that the 377 wall is still here, you just can't see it. Contact signaler on the phone, and you can turn on the GSMR, doesn't really do anything though. And you can open windows and exciting stuff like that. All right, let's get the doors open. Let's go in and have a look inside. And let's lock ourselves in. That's clever. Yep. There we go. Empty train. Sometimes it's completely empty. Sometimes it's completely full. And you start your journey and suddenly it's completely empty. They just vanish. So, don't know what it is about that, but look forward to it. This is a early access version. There is another train line down there behind us. We just heard a train go through there. I don't know what it was, but we heard one. Maybe you'll see it on this side. I don't see anything that's actually moving. There is something parked up there. But anyway, let's go back to our train. We're at... Where are we? Williston Junction. So if you were going to the place where it could have gone, Richmond, you'd go that way. But we're going this way. And we'll get straight into the thing and drive. It is Rail Driver friendly. Webcam overlay not working. Oh. There we go. You deserve my head. I'm not there on the shorts feed either. Let me fix that too. There we go. Okay, I'm on both now. No one actually watching the shorts feed tonight. That's actually unusual. Normally we get shorts feed before we get anybody else. Let me get this thing moving and then we'll chat. Alright, I think I've done everything. Lock doors. I'll be using a Xbox controller tonight because I've unplugged Rail Driver. This train works fine with Rail Driver, but the 66 doesn't, so I was doing some freight before, so I unplugged it. I could plug it back in to run this one. I've just turned that up a bit because it was a bit quiet. Alrighty, we are over speed, of course. It wouldn't be me if we weren't. And we're off on our way to Kensal Rise Platform 2. And we'll pretend that I wasn't going too fast. Alrighty, let's just briefly catch up with the chat. Let me power off and scroll through and say hello to everybody at least. Melbourne Train Guy, The Crazy Aussie Adventure, Holy Trucker, Casual Rail, Chocky Transport, Transport East Anglia, Andy Burbage, AI Mike OMG, Lord Dantnut, Casual Rail, and Be Free With Me. That's a very strange name. The route does have TPWS, yes. Not OSS, but TPWS. And it is working. You can't get into this screen when you're driving, it just sits there, won't do anything for you. I'm going to be going too fast again. It's not a fast route. There are some issues. I'll point them out here and there. I have not had a crash of the game. I have had a crash of the train that was a little bit unexplained. Do I need to stop? I do. I did turn my train upside down in one of the junctions. I think I know why. I think I figured it out, but it hasn't happened again. Alrighty, we are now arriving at Kensal Rise. Some of the stations are fully formed, some of them are a little less than others. At each one, we will pop outside and do a quick thing. Oh, of course, before we do. It's the same horn from the 377. It's got the same issue as the horn from the 377. Collectibles are newspapers. There's a bloke on his phone. What's he looking at? You can't tell on this one. There's people who read newspapers. There's this bloke who's playing Train Sim World by the looks of it. A bit of animated conversation. Well, that's a new one. I thought for a moment that was something else, but I'm very pleased that's an ice cream. Oh, hang on. This is a new PIS. It's got lines in it. See the lines? That's the only difference. Someone made that. Back in here. Let's get the doors. Let's get going. I don't think I'd describe the train as disappointing. I think I'd describe the train as adequate. Works okay. Its braking and powering seems fine, and that's, to me, the most important aspect of it. The sounds... Actually, at the next station, I'll just put you outside and we'll drive. Hello, 480 Studio. Yeah, we can walk around. I won't do it at every station though, because you have to try and stay on time. It's a bit of a slug in acceleration, but so's the 377, so I'm not that surprised. It is a capital star, whereas the other is the Electro Star, but they are pretty much the same train. They do have a slightly different sound set, although it's very subtle. And this train does definitely have a different sound set, but I think it's too subtle. It's even subtler than the 377 sound set actually is compared to the 378. Michael Lay, hello. Sam's Train official. Train is train. Yep, pretty much. Try and stop with the stopping points in the window. Messed that one up. That's okay. Let's quickly go outside because someone wanted me to. So that is what it looks like. It's yellow. You can't open the front door. Now, some of the stations you can go up the stairs and go places. So this one you can go over to the other platform, for example, but there's no way out. You can only go to the platforms because they've blocked off what would have been the ways out. There are collectibles. I saw one there. Fire extinguishers. We saw newspapers on the other platform. There's also defibrillators. I've been trying to think what that is for days. I think I called it the shocky thing in my intro video. Not this platform. It's ice cream dude again. I wonder if it ever melts. Have a look inside. There's no collision on any of the bars. There is a tutorial that should be going live. Should have gone live by now, actually. Which will show you how to drive this thing. You can go through this door, so we will. You cannot swing this out of the way. And it does have the front stairs modelled, but you can't open the door. So the pull is not active, for example. Let's just get the door closed. Let's get out of here. Passengers are a pretty general issue in this game. I doubt it's the train or the route. I think the passenger system is just screwed. There you go. Here's one of the things that I was mentioning. You will spot visual things. So that, for example, should probably be anchored into a roof. Or it's a little bit pointless being here. So you will certainly see the odd weird thing. You see the odd hole in the world too. When you get away from the train line, very quickly, it's not modelled. Very quickly. So, like 5 meters from it, there's stuff not modelled. There's trees floating in air. There's stuff like that. But when you're in the cab, or you're on a cam like that, it looks good. So, would I like to see it better away from the train? Of course I would. But I'll put up with it. It's not bad by any means. It looks quite nice, bearing in mind that it's a one-person job. What that one person has achieved is, to be honest, pretty bloody amazing. Because I don't know if you've tried to run the editor. I have. It's not easy. There are lots of little vignettes around the place, like these guys doing their delivery thing. Not quite sure what he's doing, but something. There's lots of e-scooters around the joint. People in bus stops waiting for buses. Lots of little cafes and newspapers and things like that around the place. It'd be better if you get closer to some of these. We've got some people standing in the earth there. They're obviously very, very heavy and they need to lose some weight. But you can see what I mean, how it very quickly loses detail. Now look, there's another train on another line. You do see plenty of other trains. You've got to give him that. All right, let's get the doors closed and get out of here. Hello, Jason Han. Hello, Gaurav Dunt. Am I better? No. Am I getting better? Yes. My doctor says the sore chest and the coughing is around for at least a few weeks. 480, hello from Germany. Jason, hello from Canada. Awesome. Chocky says my firewall, I think, keeps stopping things from simulating. It's a bit weird. At the next station, I'll stay on the outside and I'll shut up and you can hear what it sounds like. I trust the people that say it's not quite right, but it's a subtle difference. I watch some videos of the real ones and I can kind of pick it, but it's not going to bother me enough to say I'm going to toss me cookies and go home. People in the vertical feed, if you prefer a horizontal one, there's a link in the chat. Oh, I have to show you that person reading the book because it's funny. Oh, there's a defibrillator. Or a shocky thing. So we'll jump out and we'll collect the shocky thing. The door's open. It's a pretty easy train to drive. Once you get used to its braking. Duke. Now I have to show you the person with the book because it's funny. I don't know if I can get behind the person enough to actually show you here. I probably can. What can you tell me about that book? It's kind of upside down. There are speed limits, Jason. I just don't show it in the HUD. I think this is one of the stations where you actually can't go up. Oh no, you can go up this one. Where's that route hop to? There's lots of route hops because it crosses so many lines. It crosses East Coast Main Line, West Coast Main Line, it crosses Midland. I want to get in, thank you. Alright. Here's a little finicky about getting in occasionally, mostly it's good. Alright, now this time, let me put you on an outside camera up close to the train, and I hope we don't get hit by another train here. That'll be funny. And I will shut up while we take off. I'm inside. What the? Let's do that again. Yeah, the horn's still rubbish. horn's really bad, actually. It's the 377 horn. Let's just crap on that. Get down the side for you, and we'll open the doors. This is one of my favourite things. This fan should be inside this box. On every other carriage it is, but on this one it just sits out here and goes, "Wah, I'm so happy." We ended up inside from the tunnel. Yes. Oh, you can get outside in the tunnel. I thought it was one of those trains that you couldn't. This tunnel's not amazingly well light-baked, but it's tolerable. There are better in the game and there are worse in the game, so not going to hold it onto him. Where does the hop go? Whatever line we were crossing at the time. 480 says today is the day when I found out I hate Electrostars and their relatives. That's a bit mean. We're going very fast. See what happens when you read chat? You go too fast. So here's one of the, actually the train just mastered, but there's a crappy light bake spot back there. The Electrostars themselves in real life are a little bit loud outside, but they're very quiet inside. So yes, they are. Transport East Anglia says this route sees every route that goes out of London going north. Yeah, pretty much all of them. Jason said, I thought you said you would chat AP. I'm not a fan of AP, to be honest. But it does have a partial AP sound set, and it's got partial sounds from the Electrostar, and it's got some other sounds in it as well, so it's not just them. And I forgot to set non-dynamic weather. That's okay. Wipers on. Is good. I love the fan too. The fan makes me laugh. Outside at this station, have we? Look at that. Look, English summer weather. Isn't it beautiful? Ah, yes, the Lovers. These are new. I haven't seen these guys before. And they blend pretty well with the seats, don't you think? So I think this is actually some strange alien organism that's come to Earth as a chair, and it's growing humans. So, yeah, that's fun. Oh yeah, the signal bell's cool. How cool's that? Anyway, let's get out of here. Gospel Oak next. The infamous scary badger. Oh no, the goblin. That's it, goblin. Performance-wise, I should put the thing on. 480 loves the new rain. Says it's cozy train time. Garav says, could any performance improvements from Dovetail improve light in the tunnel? It's about light baking. Light baking is a dark art. Some people are really good at it and some people aren't. I mean, it's not a horrible effort by any means. Ask anybody that builds games how much they like light baking. They'll not be impressed. 20-mile zone coming up. Good thing I popped back into the cab and noticed it. It's luck more than anything. Apologies for running this in the rain. This isn't a good first impression. But it is English. So, you know. That's the Goblin train coming into Gospel Oak. We'll quickly whip outside and have a look. It is the same station model as last time. I'll stop this in the wrong place. That'll be fine. Doors are opening. Oops, I somehow got down on the floor. So we've got the very similar cafe scene as last time. Complete with dude who's working on windows for Dovetail. That's new. There's a fire extinguisher in here. The cafe itself is pretty much the same as before. It's the same kinds of things that it's always had. You can, if you want to, jump into a 710. I better not stay here too long because it might leave without me. Or leave with me. That would be worse. That's the new PIS. I don't know if there's any collectibles or anything around here. Oh, there is. There's one. Newspaper. What does this one say? The Daily News. Not much more than that. Okay. It's a man with a sandwich. I hope that's a ham and cheese sandwich. Better be. Oh, yes. You need to look for cats. There are cats. One of them's named Bob, which you can put on a Rowan Atkinson voice and go, hello, Bob. Because, you know, can. Alright, let's get the door shut and get out of here. That sounds like the 710 pissing off, doesn't it? Hello, Leon Parson. Off we go again. If you power up too hard in the rain, you notice it's slipping and the traction sand thing has automatically come on. So go easy in the rain. It's named Bob. B-O-B. Bob. Have you never seen Rowan Atkinson say the word Bob? He doesn't say Bob, he says Bob. He actually pronounces the second B as an entirely separate word. I am getting better, Leon. I'm only going to do a short stream tonight because I'm actually back at work tomorrow and I've got to be up pretty bloody early. So I'm not going to run a late one tonight, which is why I jumped straight in to drive it. I will, before I go to bed, publish a video which gives you a rundown of the scenarios, the journeys. You can play these on West Coast Mainline South. There are 5-car and 4-car variants on that one. Now, one of the cool things, since we're outside, let me just race up ahead of the train. First I'm onto our platform. Oops, better put brakes on. If I race up ahead of the train and get into... Oops. Get into here. Under the roof, maybe. Did I just miss a station? I think I did. I put the brakes on, don't I? Do. Can you hear the overhead going gluk, 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 making funny little noises? I don't know how I missed an objective then, because there's no station between me and here. I have a faint suspicion it just counted me flying here as coming to the station. Well, that's weird. Because the train definitely had not gotten here yet. That's okay, as they say in the classics. Hello, SI, how are you? C. Easy. Is life tough for Mexicans in America right now? C. Alrighty. I am stupidly driving this in the rain. Because I'm an idiot. Jason says the motor sounds like the trains in Japan. It's probably a very similar train. Jason says so many Easter eggs. There are plenty of Easter eggs in it, that's for sure. I don't know what his claim to fame is. Actually, well, let's leave this with the brakes on. This is cool. It's a ripped off cafe. He's just sitting there in the rain with their phones out. It's good. Hope they're waterproof. That mute button will travel. All right, let's get up to Camden Road. Just gonna have a quick think. Hello, bad guy. Welcome to Mildmay in an English summer. The English may think I'm laughing at them. I am. I've been there in an English summer. I know. I know exactly what it's like. It's actually quite pleasant and warm, but anyway. Sam's Train says the way Rowan says Bob is why I named my cat Bob. Just to say Bob like that when talking to her. Of course you did. Why wouldn't you? Leon says, I love the rain. It makes plants happy. Really? Guess it would. Oh, we should get out of here and try and get back on time, I suppose. We are 5 minutes late. Frame rate's pretty tolerable most of the time. Now, on console, it has those fuzzy texture moments on both PS5 and Xbox X. I've seen it on the Xbox. Joe British Ace has seen it on the PS5, which is a bit sad. Have a look at this bridge here. Initially when I saw that, I thought, well, that's a bit wrong. But actually, no, it really is like that. When you look it up in Google Earth, it's a hollow bridge. Track change. You got to see a lady Melbourne train guy. Well, good luck. Does she know? Jason says the trains are pretty different. Yes, trains in Japan are quite different to trains anywhere, really. Yeah, we have finished our track change. We can speed up now. Bad guy says, how's the weather in Australia? Still hot over there? You guys finally starting to cool off? During the day today, it was about 25. It's cold at night, though. I think tonight it'll be about 15. For a train that runs about 4 times an hour in reality, it's quite busy in the game. You'll see quite a few trains because there's 2 lines worth. You can only drive the Northern Line or Mildmay trains. You can't drive the ones from the other line that comes through here. But they are there as AI. Transporters Anglia says average day in England. I found average day in England was a bit like Melbourne, to be honest. Lichen thought productions in the vertical saps because you say lichen. Lichen. There you go. Let's get the doors open. What's the destination on this one? Clapham Junction. So that's the other train. I can't remember what the other line's called, but that's it. They share tracks with the Mildmay. I don't know why you can't drive those trains as AI, because they run most of the route, which to me seems a bit of a waste. That's okay. Jockey's Transport. Oh, hang on. Sam says, I love keeping the plants inside and feeding them a nutrient mix via the roots suspended in a constant flow of sterile water. Sounds like hydroponics. I used to do that. Jockey says the lovers are in an MBTA commuter. You said that about them there. Well, there you go. How about that? And one I commented how they're in Frankfurt Fulton. Well, I keep forgetting them. Leon said Japan trains are too cool. They are. Jason says, Sam, you're turning into a plant YouTuber. And Sam's lady friend is Kenyan and very cute, coming over for a dinner this week. I am learning Swahili. Fair enough. I actually genuinely know a Nigerian prince who is out of his country. He lives in New York. He's a strange unit. He probably would sell me a bridge if I let him. $15's cold when you're used to 40, mate. Doesn't seem to be any umbrellas on this route. They just sit out in the rain. Alrighty, let's stop and... Doors open. Highbury and Islington. The doors will open on the left. Bad guy says you're in that kind of weird tweener ground, kind of like where we are. It's sort of starting to warm up during the day, but still freezing cold at night. Yeah, it's getting like that. Hello, Psych. How are you? Jason says, hi! Michael Lay says, it's cold here, 15.3 here in Tassie. That's a little bit warm there, Michael. It's summer for you, isn't it? Transport says that's the East Anglia line. Quite possibly. I'm not going to pretend to know the lines at all. I did pick Midland, though. Midland was easy, because Midland's actually got HSTs running on it. If you have the Midland mainline DLC, that is. So there are lots of layers on this. 710's used in multiple guises. The 378's used in multiple guises. The Bakerloo trains fulfill multiple underground lines. Jake in the vertical says, I love Train Sim World 5. Fair enough, and I'm going too fast. You are forever accelerating and stopping in this route. That's basically all you do. Speed up, slow down, speed up, slow down, speed up, slow down. You is a commuter. The services for the 378 that are on West Coast Mainline South, some of them are quite good. I played one earlier just to try and test it out that is following another service train on the yellows, and it's actually quite hard to drive. Let's have a look around here. Elevators work at lots of the stations, but not all of them. How's that for a route map? Ooh, synchronized sandwiches. Do it again. Do it again. Go on, have another bite. Go on. Yay! That's just silly. Oh, hang on. More lovers with different clothes on. Oh yeah, we have rail fans. This guy is at least pointing at tracks. I found one who is taking pictures of trees. Let's get a move on. Garav asks, are there any freight services on this route? Yes, there are. If you've got... You will see the stuff from Cargo Line 2 on here. You don't get to drive that. If you've got the EWS 66, then you'll get freight services on here. But all the 66s play here nicely. Bad guy says, it's just a typical Englishman, though they're used to rain over there. That just seems normal to be wet all the time. Kind of sounds like here. Kind of funny. Sam says, predominantly East Africa, still below the Sahara and various dialects. Suck says, how's the route looking so far? It's okay. It has got its foibles. It does have lots of nice things, though. In fact, that track is rough. You can feel how rough that track is. That's a derailment going to happen. I reckon if you took Flying Scotsman over that, it'd probably end up upside down. But that's okay. Is it? Yeah. Things like the limited clearance signs are a nice touch. Being a real railway person, I appreciate little things like that other people probably don't even see. Come on, stop. Stop sliding and stop. Alright, good. It's gonna stop. Happy now. Happy la. Alright, let's flick out and have another look at this station. This one is Dalton Kingsland. Where's my chicken? More laptop people. At least they're staying out of the rain. It'd be funny if they were in the rain. How do you even get to those stairs? Where do the stairs even go? Nowhere. Okay. Oh, this will be an underground line that goes nowhere. You can't go in there anyway. But you'll see trains go in and out of there. You got anything coming? Yeah, there is one sitting under there. West Croydon to Highbury Islington. So it's sitting in a station that you can't see. There's a whole station in there. How's that? There's another one coming up behind us. Suppose we should drive. Jab 1303 in the vertical. Hello, this is Transim World 5, Lycanthorpe Productions. This is the new route. It comes out tomorrow. Mildmay or the North London line. Take your pick. I know the locals don't like it being called Mildmay. That's for sure. It's getting dark. What do we got? Going back through the comments. That guy saying his bit of Canada's okay before the north is getting cold. Chucky says, why don't they walk at all of them? If they work at some, they should work at them all, right? Not quite sure what you mean by that. Syke says, soggy bread. Yes, the sandwich guys. Funny how one person can absolutely adore this game and me not have played it for like 6 weeks with various different problems I'm having with it. And that's bad guy. Michael laughs. Coming up to Hackney Central. And that'll be another line above us. So let me just get us stopped though since it's raining, and we'll pop up there and have a look and see if we see any traffic. And I'll do the next run in clear weather, honest. We'll do one in the other direction. And then I'll release the video that's got all the juicy bits. So you can have a look at that if you want to. That just saves me covering them now, which means I get to drive instead. So if we pop up to the line that is above us, no, that way? That way. There it is. Let's see if we see any traffic up here. I can hear something coming. Oh, look, no, that's us. Yeah, there is something coming down here. London Overground. Let's hang around till that gets here. Because we'll see it in a moment. Won't be long. Back, there it is. It's a 710. Pulling into its station. So you will see plenty of AI traffic from other routes, which is kind of cool, as long as you own the other routes. Alright, let's get the doors done and get out of here. Jake says he loves the West Coast main line and asks which train I like the most. I think my favourite noisy train is the actually the new F59, but the one I drive the most is still Boston. But my favourite in the game is probably the Class 101, the English one, and of course the Vectron. There's some nice little vignettes, things like this. Oh, he's sunk in his work, clearly. And gravity's having a problem with those buses, but that's okay. Off we go to Homerton. The route does feel alive. There's so much stuff you catch glimpses of, like the worksite down on our left there. As you cruise along, that it feels like a real route. It's like you do like the word juicy a little too much. I personally prefer moist. This is a moist day. Some moist weather. It's such a good word, moist. It just sounds rude and it's not. Drug deal. Haven't we seen you before? Aren't you cold? It's like wet. Oi, eat the ice cream. The train times. Drivers wanted. Let's go. Can use the class 710 on Mildmay. Don't see why it wouldn't work in free roam, because it can voltage adjust. This one definitely works on the other DC lines, because I've tried it. Chocky says, how dare you call it that? See ya, Jason. Jason's back. Jack says, what trains are included with this line? This one, the class 378. That's the only train included. Just that one. You'll only get the others if you own them. Oh, I better start thinking about slowing down for this 25 zone, I suppose. Chocky says, I do love the Vectron. I wish I could take it on British routes. You probably could run it on Southeastern high speed. I haven't tried, but it might actually work. Alive is important, Psych, because if you think of things like Midland Mainline when it came out, it was bland. It was terrible. And now it looks okay, and this one looks okay up front. So I find myself, I'm prepared to forgive a lot of things that are wrong with it because it looks good. And the trains drove okay. So, you know, I am kind of happy. Am I ecstatic about it? No. It's just another short commuter route, really. All those red lights up there are the London skyline, which I had planned on showing you, but... yeah. Fog. Great. Lord Dampnut says, my biggest gripe with these commuter trains is the tiny window and all that detail. I can't even see it. It is like looking out of an arrow slit on a medieval castle, and let's just ignore that I'm going to overshoot this. I'm not. Wow. I don't know how I... that was more us than class, that was. We are almost at Stratford. just about in there. It's a bit of an uncomfortable way into Stratford. It's very patriotic up here on the bridge with all the Union Jacks. Almost makes you feel like you're in America, except they're not American flags. Syke says moist is great too. Moist is essential. One thing to watch when you drive freight on here, the freight takes off on that little loop line there on the right. And let me just watch the speed. All right, we've done the AWS, so let's come flying up here. Because the freight takes off around this corner up here somewhere. This is something I want you to watch. When you come around here, there is a red signal right about here, which is clearly invisible. If you go through it, you will spad. Ask me how I know. Yep, had a nice run, ruined by a signal I couldn't actually see. Alright, we are now wandering into Stratford. Do not go around this corner fast, you'll end up upside down, failing the Possum Lawn rule. Chocky says, we are sorry to announce the 0725 London Overground service to Stratford is delayed by approximately 4 minutes due to the driver getting distracted by reading newspapers and watching trains. Guns off. Sam says, but is it linear? Everything's linear. Only Cathcart and Circle. Cathcart and Fife are non-linear. Bad Guy says, and it's made by one person, the optics of that aren't going to be great for dovetail in some people's perspective. Eh. A lot of people helped. A lot of dovetail people helped, just saying. On our right, if you could see them, would be the Elizabeth line and the DLR. Let me get the train stopped and we'll start a new one and I'll start it from here and we'll go and look at the Elizabeth line and the DLRs and I'll show you a trick. Actually, we'll just go back on foot in this one and I'll show you the trick. Lycanthrope says, I was scrolling through the short feed and I found me again. Well, there you go. You could always just subscribe and you don't have to do that. Syke said, alive is the quality you need for London. Very good. Jack said, headlight beam on this looks good so far. It's the same as the 377. Chocky says, East Coastway and West Coast Mainline Shap are all right in terms of how linear they are. Brighton Mainline has some quirks about it too. All the routes have quirks. Alright, I think we should bring this to a stop. And get the doors open. Sam says, by one person, how long did it take that one person? I believe about 18 months in total, but he was also doing his PhD at the same time. So how much time he spent on this and how much time he spent on the PhD, I couldn't tell you. All right, unload. Let's lock the doors, wait till it kicks us out, and we'll start a free roam here. Glod, because I was speeding too much. All right, let's go back to, I don't want to come back into free roam at that point because it's raining. I want to get some decent weather. So we'll come back on foot because I need to show you an amusing little trick. It's a trick I use to get round invisible walls sometimes. Probably get told off for showing this. Mildmay timetable on foot at Stratford. Oh, how about 9 o'clock in the morning? Custom weather. Actually, let's go a bit earlier in the morning because I want to get a train after we've done this. Plus, I need a lot of trains in the platform to get away with what I'm going to try. Because I'm going to show you how to escape the invisible walls so you can go and look at the DLR. Right, okay, we are in invisible wall land. Let us leap off the Mildmay line and run over here because I can see there's something we need in the platform over here. Actually, might need a... I think you can cross this one. No, you can't. Okay, I need a train in this platform. I need one here. What have we got covered? Anything? Hopefully there's something coming in. There's one coming behind me. I need something coming right in front of me. So it's handy that that one's there, because I need that one there in a moment. But I need one in front of me. Because this is an invisible wall. You can't go this way. Aha! Here we go. Here comes a Liz line just in time. This is a 710 dressed up as Liz. Livery looks pretty good on the 710, I have to say. So it's not the right train, but, you know, kind of fits the bill. Okay, so if we open the door, and we find just the right spot somewhere around here. Come on, find it, find it, find it. All right, let's go up to the next door. Come on, let me do it. You're not going to let me do it, are you, bastard? Oh, actually, last time I did this, there was something in both platforms. Oh, here comes something, actually. Hopefully the Liz line train doesn't leave, because I need it to sit there. Oh, no! Actually, no, we'll be able to get across the invisible wall anyway with this one. As we can jump across it. This is an East Anglia livery. I think I can get away with this. Ready? Here we go. Whee! No. No. Oh, damn it. Maybe they've already fixed it, because I did show a dovetail person this. I hope they have fixed it. Aha! Alright, now I needed a Liz train. Damn it. That's annoying. Let's see if I can do it this way. Nah, hit the wall. I think they might have fixed it. Damn it. But anyway, if you can get onto a train over here, you'll be able to... Stuck there. Actually stuck in this train's doorway. Hey, wow, an AI train closing on both sides. That never happens. See if I can find another way over there. Well, you can see the DLR over there anyway. The Docklands Light Railway. But you can't quite get over there. Damn, I think they fixed my trick, because I was using the other train to climb up on the platform, because once you're over there, you can wander around to your heart's content. But anyway, let's go steal a train and drive the other way. Because we're gonna. When's this one due out? Has it got an AI in it? No, it hasn't got an AI. When's it due? 7:10 and it's now 7:04. Is this one of the ones that works? No, of course not. That would be useful. Oop, collectible. Was that shocking for you too? This is one of the scenarios, isn't it? Actually, maybe I did come out in a different platform. Let's go as far as we can under here. There's the wall. No, I think that's the same one we were on before, isn't it? Never mind. Will we pinch this one and wait 4 minutes? We can probably go early. 7:10, 7:05. Has it got a green signal? Can we go early? No, of course not. We might as well go and take it just so it knows it's ours. Yep. Alright, so it knows the train's mine now. Day running, day running. Here we go. We have 3 minutes till it starts. Lycanthrope Production says, I'm trying to see if people can say Lycan, and if they do, I stay in their stream for a bit. Fair enough. That's fine. Catching up to the chat again. Greater Anglia, yes. Try through the driver's cab. Oh, I could try the driver's cab, actually. We got time? Got time. Got 2 minutes. What could go wrong? Just jump on the tracks in front of the train. Oh, actually, I think am I close enough? No. Oh, I'm stuck. Getting crushed between the invisible wall and that train. I don't think I can get close enough anymore to get the climb up prompt. I think they've moved the bloody invisible wall. I shouldn't have showed them. That's annoying. Look at all the people. Oh, there are a couple of issues with the train that I'll show you just so you know. Yep, gaps in the floor. There's one. I can see the ballast. And if there's a tight enough curve in this platform... Is this one tight enough? Yeah, you can see through the concertina sometimes. So you've seen the 3 significant issues that I found with the train. The other one's the fan we looked at before, which is the one down here. See, that fan should be in that box, just like that one is. See, it should be like that. I do love that you can see circuit board. Kind of makes me think there's a sticker or something missing off there. Oh, time to go. Well, time to unlock the doors anyway. Door. Jeez, I haven't done that yet. Right. Didn't I unlock the doors? I thought I did. Oh. Not in forwards again. Must have got out of forwards when I left the train. Loading our passengers. Joshua says it's just like St. Pancras in TSW 2. Hello, Maverick. How are you? There's a new Class 86 update from Just Trains. I'd love to wait. No, Maverick, this does not have guard mode support because it's a driver-only operation train. So no guard mode.
Station. Do not use the emergency call as this may delay help reaching you.
Joshua asks, what do I think of the DLR in the game? Actually, let's fly over and have a look. It's actually quite good. If there's one here. No, of course there's not. That'd be useful. If there was a DLR here. Oh, you've got the giant pink thing. You can't really get close to it, but it's modelled better than the one in Train Sim Classic was, that's for sure. And the stadium. There are some buildings that are actually from Train Sim Classic, like this colourful one here. That's why it's low res. And there's some models from Transport Fever that he's brought in, or Transport Fever 2. That's buses. Is there a DLR coming? We're due out. Let's see if there is one. No. We should probably go back to our train and get out of here, I think. Just time. And I was going to sit over here so you could listen to the train leave, and I'll be quiet.
For your safety and comfort, this station operates a no smoking policy. This includes e-cigarettes.
It's not the noisiest thing in the world. Yeah, the giant pink thing is something to do with the Olympics. You are correct. Invisible walls are annoying. What's Chalky saying I should do? Snitched on my own wall hack. Yes, I did. Try fast travel to Stratford. Sometimes it flings you up. That is a good question. Why would I want to do that? I turned my train upside down right here. It did not like Flying Scotsman. Not at all. No. Straight over on its head. Now you can hear the overhead singing noise. Does have nice junction noises, I have to give it that. They mostly do invisible walls for performance, and so they don't have to do collision on the ground everywhere. Because everywhere you can walk has to test for collision, so that you don't fall through the earth. So if they let you walk anywhere, they would have to put collision on everything, and that would hurt performance a lot. So that's why the invisible walls exist. But yes, I think some of the nice detailed model work, it would be better if you could go and have a look at it. So have a single path that goes there, for example. They're all the same. You know, there's about 10 different narrowboat models in the game, and they're even paintable. But you always see the same ones, which is kind of sad. Now, running out in the opposite direction now, and just keeping an eye on the time.
This may delay help reaching.
Can we see London from here? Kinda. If I go this way a bit, we'll be able to. There you go. There's London. There's Mordor. I can see the BT tower around somewhere, but I don't spot it there. The Elizabeth Line trains 480 in the vertical do have purple seats. So, yes. They are very long. I did notice that. But you can't drive them, so... I haven't tried spawning one anywhere else. And you need the 710 or it won't appear, so you need to have Goblin. 480 says, isn't the pink thing red or my colour bling? It's just calling it the pink thing sounds better. And they should all put their hand up like this, but none of them do. Makes me sad. The speed zones are a little inconsistent. Some of them take effect at the start of your train, some of them at the end. So I have a faint suspicion they were probably all done one way and then changed, but some of them were missed. Do I have a headlight on at the back? Really? Shouldn't do. Should only have marker lights. I do have a headlight on at the back. How about that? So aren't my tail lights on auto? They're on off. That's the first time I've seen a train do that. We'll pop up and see what it's set to. Interesting. Alright. We shall race down the other end of the train when we stop here and we'll go have a look. But it's the first time I've seen one do that. Well spotted. Captain Andy's asking the same question. Florian, hello. Hi everyone, just coming over from BA's first PS Pro. The performance looks disastrous, unfortunately. Low frames. The blurred textures, yes. I haven't really noticed performance issues. Whoops, I'm overshooting. Oh, stop. Not go faster, idiot. Driver can't drive. Anyway. Let's get the doors open and let's go for a run up the other end. I'm stuck on the door. There we go. Look at all the passengers. Lots of them. You don't have to worry about any of them falling out because, you know, just dropping out over here on a bridge because there aren't any. It's fine. I'm curious what this is set to because they normally default properly. Look at that. It's on day running. That'll fix it. Should not be on day running. Am I stuck? There we go. That should have fixed it. That's better. So, well spotted, folks. I think the pink thing is supposed to be red, but I just call it the giant pink thing because it sounds better. But yes, it really is red. You just got to catch it in the right light. Oh, someone knows the commands. Well done, Lord. Damn it. 480 says probably just the sunrise then. Yeah, it does get coloured. 480 says, isn't the overhead singing underhead singing? Well, it could be the track, yes. Captain Andy B says, well, the headlight's fixed now. Haley Kyoko Line BMT, hello to you too. Or should I say konnichiwa? Chucky says, tail lights in Electrostar do the ones in the cab, unlike 66 do the ones in the rear end. Yeah, well, this one was set for auto, so, but it had headlights on the back, which is weird. But anyway. Hackney Central and going too fast as usual. Bit of a low-res building on our left there. The low-res textures is a core issue with the game. It's not actually the route. Routes can make it worse by being too detailed. So, oops, I'm overshooting again. I should pay more attention. Kensington does it. Frankfurt Fulda does it. New York Trenton does it. I think the new WSR does it. I'm going to get out in the station. There we go. This is the man who loves a good bush. Look at that wonderful bush, and he's taking pictures of it. It's this bush right here. Behold the bush. Rudy's day will stand in his photo. That's the only reason I got out there. Was just to make fun of the man with his bush. Did you see something weird happen on the textures in the cab then? I certainly did. Something very weird happened. I think that this is actually a 377 in disguise, because that brief moment, a couple of frames, I ran down the corridor and I thought I was running into the front of a 377, and then it changed into a 378. Have I turned on the safety systems? I've forgotten. Yep, I have. For those late joiners, if you're doing safety systems, you have to come over here to turn them on. You can't do them when you're sitting down. It doesn't work. Chucky says PIS is wrong as usual. Might be a record for the most wrong ever. Lord Datnut says Florian Shun PC Master Race. Jimmy Daly, hello to you. How are you? Jimmy Daly is another streamer, another ambassador. If you haven't seen his streams, he does all sorts of games. Doesn't just limit himself to trains, so certainly have a look. He's kind of funny. He's kind of funny in ways that I'm not, and he's kind of not funny in ways that I am. I.e., we're different. You saw that building be very low res and then brighten up a bit. I haven't seen any LODs ban on Windows yet, which is one of my pet hates. So buildings are all lodding okay on the window front. There are other weird things. I've shown you a few of them. I see some collectibles that need to be collected on that station. And we're overshooting again. I'm getting really good at overshooting. The knob thing. Come up here. Right. Knob thing bypassed. A fire extinguisher down there. It is. So you can't get there without going through the train. Okay. So to get this collectible, you actually have to overshoot. Yep. Fair enough.
Mind the gap between the train and the platform.
Mind the gap between the driver and the driver's abilities. I've already collected that one. Just look up. Okay. I'm wandering around because I want to find one of the stations with excuse me, lives actually work. I was hoping this would. Don't mind me, I'm just dying. Alright, back up here. I didn't do it that time. Sorry about that. It was a bit messy. Bring the shrubbery, says Psych. Chucky says, yeah, this must be a 377, same PIS, which is wrong for the 3772. Cab door glitch, poles have no collision. Collision's actually generally turned off on the poles in the passenger carriages, otherwise it's too hard to run through them. The few times I've seen them turned on, you get stuck on them all the time. So one of the ways of reducing or improving performance, or optimizing it as they call it, is to have non-colliding poles. I just saw a flower grow over there and then vanish. God. Interesting ones. Hello, Uberk. How are you? Well, the trains do actually start full of passengers usually. They just vanish. My gut feel is that's not actually an issue with this train. My gut feel is that's a core issue with passengers. Because I've noticed it a bit lately. That there's lots of trains with no passengers, so it's not unique to any one route. No, this guy's got a camera, so he's not doing a selfie. He is just shooting the bush. Waiting for a train to come. Yeah, any train with poles should be killed. Chucky says, sometimes I find passengers. Lord Dabnut says, wish that they disabled the collisions with passengers. Yes, I wish they would too. I'd quite happily just walk through them. Sometimes you can. Sometimes you could walk straight into their back and you end up inside them. It's kind of funny. You look forward and you can see their eyeballs, and you look down and you can see their tongue. You look down even further, you can see their pelvis, which is actually modelled, funnily enough. Chucky says, starting to get really busy and getting all off is a thing on the 700, 465 and the 3772. Nemi Chinook, Matt mentioned last week on the preview stream that the passenger thing is a core game issue. Yeah, I think it is. I think I agree with him on that one. Matt's pretty aware of what I agree and don't agree with him on, because we chat. Alrighty. I'm told the correct stopping position is to see that sign appear in your window. Let's go for a quick wander around this station, cause we haven't. Could this be one with working lifts? Could that be possible? I think not.
Ticket checks are in operation at this station. Please have your tickets available for inspection.
Defibrillated. Strange that it has the fire extinguisher noise. Ooh, maybe it is one of the ones with lifts. No, it's very one-dimensional, that lift, isn't it? Look at that. Isn't that weird? Huh. Huh. You can't go up there. Got to get round to my train. Well, there's a coffee shop here too. Barge in. Ah, it's got no stock. No person working there either. They forgot everything. Sorry, mates. We've run out of everything. We just need to piss off. It's time for a drag race with that train next to us. I haven't tried driving with my door open. Probably should. Off we go. Jimmy says, I don't see passengers boarding or unboarding lately as an issue with the latest updates. I see them on some routes. So they did something on BML that makes passengers work there now, most of the time. But I have noticed a distinct absence on a lot of other routes. So, yeah, I think something's gone wrong recently. I know Matt's not exactly in love with the passengers. See, I would have thought this would be at 25, because you're changing tracks, but the game doesn't seem to care. This is where the two routes converge and diverge. Mildmay and whatever the other one is. Sounds like your average supermarket, you Burke. No stock, no staff, and a queue of customers. No one knows what's going on. Now arriving, Caledonian Road and Barnsbury. Doors will open on the right. And your driver has overshot again. Yay. Oh, we got all the passenger doors in the platform this time. Look at that. Well, most of it's in the platform. You got a bad fungus on your lens there, man. You reading upside down? Yes, you are. Oh, fire extinguisher. Better go get that. Is that a route map? It's a route map. Let's see, defibrillator. Oh, there it is. Alright, so this station actually did have all the collectibles on it. Eee, no one ever gets in. I have noticed that. They just get out. Since no one's back there, we can just keep this open, it's fine. Let's go. C says, sorry, I had to run out and pick up the wife. That's fine. Dre Dreamer says, unless there are dancers. We need dancers in the game. Chocky says, the lifts, bland corridors and bridges. You can't go up, and are giving me bad TSW vibes. Oh, look, there's shortcuts that have been taken. I'm not going to tell you there aren't. It is clear that the man comes from a world, because he's modelled for Transport Fever 2. So he comes from a world where they can't wander around, so I'm not that surprised that it's not his emphasis. There are stations with lifts that work though. I have found a few. British Ace, hello. How were your fuzzy textures? Those changes, track changes, feel a bit quick. And down here we have to slow down for 20 for one. C says it's the cost of living, that's why it's empty and no staff. Maybe. Maybe. Gratuitous bridge shot. Well, gratuitous viaduct shot. The bridge is a little 2D. Must be an old antique bridge that you have to drive through slowly. Camden Road, one of the most exciting places in the universe. One of the places you can see London from, though. Bits of it. A couple of towers over there. It's a bit of the centre over there. You can see the giant walkie-talkie thing. That's the building that cooks people, isn't it? It magnifies sunlight on them like an ant. Holy trucker, should I buy this or LIRR? Depends on your focus. If you want nice long runs with decent speed to them, then LIRR is going to be your thing. If you like UK trains, then you might like this. C says Long Island, no hesitation whatsoever. BA says the fuzzy textures were delightful. Holy Trucker says I hesitated buying because for safety systems. They're not really that hard to learn, so don't feel too concerned about them, says he, driving too quickly again. Here's that naughty boy then. Cuntish Town. You're going to say that very carefully. Let's say that again. Cuntish Town. That's it. Certainly want to go to Cuntish Town. Oh, there's that cafe again. It's not in the rain this time. Let me set a brake on that and let's fly over and have a look at the cafe now that it's not in the rain, because it looks a little bit better. I quite like this. I haven't found a way up here. I kind of wish there was one, but I haven't found one. That would be cool if you could go there and visit it. Chocky says, did you see how the support was in the middle of the roof? That happens sometimes. C says, this ain't the worth money. I'm not hating, just not TSW 5 standards. There are things about it that aren't, yes. But there's plenty about it that is, too. So it's going to depend. If this is the kind of thing you really like and you're hanging out for another overground train, probably grab it. If it's not something you really like, wait for a sale. Or don't grab it at all. You can never sell someone that they absolutely have to grab a thing. Oh look, now we can see the British Telecom Tower up there. With a plane that almost crashed into it. And there's planes on 2 different flight levels there. That's kind of cool. British Ace says Florian, hopefully be sorted, but yeah, it's like Kinzig. Did I try and drive too early? I think I did. No, I have brakes on. My door's open. My doors are open. Look at that. I thought I closed them. Clearly I didn't. There we go. I did notice that signal right next to us right there was, well, that side actually was white. Interesting. British Ace said, is that the Australian pronunciation? Absolutely. Cuntish town. It's like New Zealanders and fush and chups. They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sex. Then again, there's the Welsh who say bus instead of bus. Seemed fair to me. Chocky said, is that the table from Gospel Oak? Yes. Lord Dampnut wants to know, is that the cafe from Doctor Who? Now that you mention it, yes. The one where he rides the motorbike up the outside of the building. Yes. I know that episode. Florian says, being a Kiwi in Kentish Town could be interesting. Sure it would be. Gospel Oak. If you desire spend some time with a small goblin, they're on your right. Don't forget to make the goblin a suffragette joke. Yeah, so this is Gospel Oak. It's pretty much exactly the same station. Complete with fences. And 710s that don't have an AI in them yet. Side were my doors on, that side.
Ticket checks are in operation at this station. Please have your tickets available for inspection.
The British Ace says, how do you pronounce decking? Sorry, I didn't fall for that one. Mind you, we did joke about the a neighbour across the road because he built a giant deck. It's about the same size as his house. And we called it Brandon's Big Deck. We do pronounce it the New Zealand way. Brandon's Big Deck. It's, you know. Then, of course, everybody goes over to sit on Brandon's giant deck. Just seems fair. British Ace says 3780 is really good on Watford. That's cool. Michael says if back on SIG didn't show feather on SIG not work. They do on some of them. I don't know about that particular one. Holy Trucker says I hear this DLC is cheaper though, same as Goblin Line cost. It is cheaper. It's £25. I can't tell you in Australian dollars yet, but it's probably about 50. C says, oi you. C clearly knows the concept of decking. He's got a kid. Therefore, he's good at it. There's my favourite fan again. Whee! Stuck. Look, you're obviously squaring off. Just get into it. God, whack him. Whack him. No, it's not going to do it. Here we come to the somewhat shitty tunnel. Very two-dimensional, these things. No 3Dism to them at all. Just close your eyes when we go through here. British Ace says some new images of the 86. Yeah, I'll have to have a look at that. I won't have time to do an article on it today. I'll have to do it tomorrow after work. Price of this add-on is 25 UK pounds. 29 euros. I think it's 29 US as well. And it comes out tomorrow. Lord Dampnup says the 86 looks pretty hot. Better be expert mode. I doubt it. If they haven't announced it, it won't be. C says JT are the goats of TSW. What's really interesting, if you look back on their old TSE stuff, half the people hated them. It's really interesting. They clearly took that to heart. But anyway, they do okay with TSW. They haven't released a clanger yet. C says no roadmap stream tonight. It's been rescheduled for Wednesday. Yeah, that's because they had pointed out that all the ambassadors were going to be doing this and no one will be watching the roadmap. Oops. I might have entirely missed the station. We're going to get a couple of doors in. Yeah. Didn't Nebworth it. Calm down, damp nut. You can't type it. Was that wet concrete? You need a bit of a hand? Or maybe something's afoot. Clearly not metric because you're measured in feet. Lack of them. I'm too funny. Michael says, look back at the signal feather. Look at back on the video, you'll see. I will, mate. Pop it in the ambassador feedback too, because I haven't noticed that one. C said, didn't say we didn't, lol. Just be careful. Your missus will whack you. Chucky says some of it seems very TSW2, 2D textures and plain white bits. There are elements of that, that's for sure. There's weird things like that construct there. Ah. Every time I try and control with the should we go and collect that? No, I couldn't be bothered. Yes, we get what you mean, Chucky. It's okay. British Ace says, yeah, the old GT was pants. Western Mainline's an example. Odd scenery. Yeah, they did some really, really bad stuff. You'd like High Iron. High Iron turn out one good loco in each of their packs and 4 or 5 really bad ones. But they only concentrate on one of them. British Ace says, newer JT is the best. I tend to agree with that. Noob Gamer says, I've already purchased Deluxe Edition, so will this need buying separately? Yes, this is a separate DLC. It does not come with Deluxe. It's a DTG Douglas Transformer. How about that? Clearly a DTG asset. I do like the graffiti that's everywhere. YouTube just popped up and said, now's a good time to insert ads. It's like, no, it's not. Don't want to insert ads. Oh dear. Oh dear. Don't look, don't look, don't look. Here's a tree. Don't look at the train. Don't look at the train running completely all the way through the station all by itself and not stopping in a platform at all. No. Yep. Good that. Let's go back and look at the station though, just so you get a bit of a feel for it. It's only a little one, and I'd forgotten about it, clearly. It's not a very exciting station, that's why I forgot about it. Sorry, Brondonsbury, we forgot you. Oh dear, now I've popped the emergency brake. Oh, it's going to let me go anyway, that's good. Off we go. Chocky says he just heard a networker. That's quite possible there, actually. There is another line around there somewhere. You hear other trains all over the place, and you think, did I really hear that? In fact, when I was listening to British Ace's video earlier this morning, I swore I could hear goats bleating at one point. Don't run through another bloody... Oh, hang on, I've gone the wrong way. I keep putting the power on instead of stopping. Look, train stop. We'll go back and have a look. I'm using the controller backwards because I'm an idiot. Them again. Them again. Him again. Them again. Never mind. Lots of collectibles on that platform too, and I missed them all. This next station, I'll actually try and stop. Kensal Rise. Michael Lee's yelling out, stop! Yep. Oh well. I screwed that up very well, didn't I? Promise I'll stop this time. See, for me, the controller's actually backwards. No, I'm stopping at this one. Poor Michael might actually break his screen if I don't stop at this one. Ooh, that was a bit clusterish on the frame rate there. Look at that, I can stop in stations. Let's get out and have a look. Do you feel left out? Look at him, he's so sad. All he's got's a briefcase. Things like this are cool, where there's people sitting around little gardens and stuff. There's lots of this sort of thing around the route. Oh, look, there's newspapers to fill up out here. See, collectibles are outside sometimes. Hey, at least we're back on time now. We're actually early. Wait till 7:50 and 50. Well, you know what? We're going to get the collectibles then. Run, 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 run. Route map. Oh, it's not a collectible one. Damn.
Mind the gap between the train
Never mind.
and the platform. Mind the gap.
7 seconds to get back on board. Can we do it? 3 seconds. 2 seconds. 1 second. Way, get in the train. Get in the train. Get in the train. Come on. That could have been better. Go. Go. Brakes. That doors opened. I closed them. Go. Yay. Holy Trucker says, is it true if you're colorblind, give it be a train driver? That is very true. Yes. Jonathan K says, nah, go for the hat trick. Kenji Suka says, hello, you are in the train. Yes, I am. Michael Lay says, yeah, done now. British Ace, Holy Trucker, yes, one of the tests is a colorblind test. I have to pass colorblind every year. Colorblind, hearing. I have to start doing a stress and sleep test this year. We do reflex testing, we do balance testing, we do walking around in a dark place testing, and a general physical check. Oh, and of course the piss in the cup with the nurse in the room with you. Because she needs to make sure that you're doing the right thing. Now this is coming up on almost 11 PM for me, so this will be my last run. I don't know if you're going to do one, BA. But I'm going to get to bed, because if I don't, I'm going to have a miserable day tomorrow. I'm sliding on into Willesden Junction. C says, discrimination to people who are colourblind. Transport East Anglia is back. Florian says, there goes the rare hat trick. I'll tell you what, I'll do it on Sunday. Because I'll stream this some more on Sunday. I will release the video that gives you a run through of the journeys and the scenarios and everything else that you get with this before I nick off to bed. So I'll kick that out there. I won't be in the chat for it though. Jonathan says the train is rebelling, it won't even let you in. Yes, that's it. Noob Gamer says to get all the add-ons available, it looks like I need to earn a fortune. Well, you know, there's an interesting thing about that. Train sim... Oh, stop. Oh, God damn it. What a good way to end the day. Yeah. There's a funny thing about that, Noob Gamer. Train Sim Classic actually has got a world record for the most expensive DLC combined. And it was about £5,000, and it's actually more than that now. But anyway, I just did really well. Really well. So, yeah. BA's off to work soonish. I'm off to sleep because I have to go to work tomorrow. I haven't actually been worked for a whole week, so I'm back for the first day tomorrow. Jonathan says the first E in Willesden is silent. It's pronounced Willesden. Okay, thank you very much, Jonathan. That's helpful. And Chocky says, what? And then Spad. Yep, I did. I did that so well. But anyway, if you get the route, let me know what you think. So, is it amazing? No. Is it drivable? Does it look alive? Yes. Is it fun? Yeah, I think so. I think it's okay. So, yeah, I would jump in and if you're on a refundable platform like Steam, you've got nothing to lose. Jump in, buy it, give it a try. If you don't like it, give it back before 2 hours and you're fine. I don't know how that works on Xbox and PlayStation. I've never tried. But on Steam, you can definitely do it. Noob Gamer says, I feel bad. It was my question whether you lost the concentration. It's my fault, mate. I need to watch what I'm doing. I really do. It's an interesting thing. I did see a study that humans can actually take 7 inputs at the same time, but they can only actually handle one of them. So interesting. C says, not worth your money. Wait for a sale. Jonathan says, most impressive spad even. Yep. And Michael says, yes, I will get it for me. And Kenji Suka, sleep well. I expect to be back in Japan sometime this year, May or June or something like that. So, I probably will be there. Lord Dabnut says no refunds on consoles. That's why the PC is the master race. That's just mean, isn't it? But anyway, I'll go and kick that video off. So if you want to go and watch that one, it'll pop up in the notifications, or I can grab you a link actually. Let me do it now, and I'll pop a link in the chat while I'm doing it. Let's go to the right thing. I'm just going to change it from unlisted, that's all. Content, and where is it? End to end. That's the one. So we want that to be an instant premiere right now. Public, instant premiere, go. And now I'll get you a link for it. I think I did the right one. I think. Did it do it? Is it running it? I hope so. And the tutorial's already live, so lost the bloody chat now. Here we go. That's the premiere, which will take you through all the juicy bits about the route. And if you want a tutorial for the 378, if you think you need one, that's this thing here. All right, folks, thank you very much for joining in and watching tonight. I hope that's been amusing and finishing with a spad. Great. All right, enjoy yourselves, folks, and I will catch you later. I'm going to go to bed and try and get some sleep and off to work at 6 a.m. tomorrow. I'll really enjoy that. I am sure. All righty, have fun, folks. See you later.